Believe it or not, what is in this little kit could be what saves your entire trip. This is the travel essential that you reach for when you have sometimes quite literally an oh shit moment. From health to hygiene to quick fixes, what's in this pouch will have you prepared for almost anything. Let's go. Hello and welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Christy, the Genx Gypsy, and my goal on this channel is to help you live out your travel dreams with confidence and a lot less stress. And there's nothing more stressful when you're traveling than an unexpected emergency. Even the most minor emergency can throw you for a loop if you're in a country where you don't know the language or where you might not be able to find the product you need to fix the problem. So today we're going to go through my oh shit travel kit that I try to remember to carry with me on every trip. And when you know that the times that I have forgotten to throw it in is when I've actually really needed it. Before I start going over everything that I have packed in here, I do want to say up front that this is not an extensive emergency kit, and that there may be some items that are more important for me to have for certain emergencies that may not be as important to you, and you might have some emergency items that don't really resonate with me. But that being said, I would love to hear what you do pack in your oh shit kits in the comments below, because I am always learning new tips from you. In here, I have divided my kit into 5 different categories. We have personal care and hygiene, health and wellness, skincare, emergency repairs, and a little comfort kit. So we are going to start going through this with each individual little kit, but I wanted to point out any pouch will do. This is just one that was a set of 3 that I got off of Amazon, and it is really nice. It's got the clear plastic in the front and then kind of a nylon water resistant backing. And I'll have everything that I can find links to linked below in the comments in the description area below the video. But let's get started with the personal hygiene. Let's see, I can find that in here, and that is this one. So each kit I just put in these little snack bags, and I had somebody mention in my video on the DIY little mini toiletry kit that they had never seen these little square snack bags before. I think I got these at the dollar store. They are not like the Ziploc brand, or they're not a brand name. They are like some sort of generic brand, and I'm not sure. I'll see if I can find this size that I can link to as well, because they are very, very convenient. And this is I think this is a better snack size to pack in than the more rectangular snack size bags that you usually see in the grocery stores. So inside my little personal care and hygiene, I have hand sanitizer. So just a few little packets of hand sanitizer. I do want to point out that as we are going through these, the amounts that I have of each of these items is just enough to get me through the emergency period. And if I need to have more, then I will go back either to the hotel and get more or find a pharmacy. Think of this as like your spare tire on your car. You're just gonna have enough to get you to where you need to go in order to fix the real problem. So this is just a 4 little things of hand sanitizer that I have in here to get me through a flight or to get me through a day of touring around. I have 2 little mini toothbrushes. I have some Listerine breath tabs. I sometimes will put in breath mints, but these are so tiny, take up so little space. And not only are they great for, you know, making your breath smell good, they're also really good for killing some bacteria in your mouth. I have some bug repellent wipes, and I have some Kleenex that's kind of shoved in here. So just a little, one of these little flat packs of Kleenex. The thicker ones are a little hard to get in here, but this has like 4 or 5 Kleenexes in there, which should be plenty to get me through whatever I need to get through. I have these little expandable sponges. I got these from Trader Joe's. I don't know if I'll be able to find a link for these, but these are so cool. So if you need to clean something off, or, you know, instead of a little towelette, I mean, they're so thin and they take up little space. So I have 2 of those in there. I have a couple of things of little eye drops, that they're eye drops. And lastly in here, I have a small little thing of lip balm, like just a nice little cocoa butter lip balm. This does not have SPF in it. If you wanted to like maybe get one that has SPF to protect your lips, but for just to have something to put on your lips if they're getting really chapped and dry, a nice small little thing of chapstick. In fact, I saw in CVS today these little mini baby Burt's Bees lip balms, and I almost got that to put in here, but I was like, I already have 1,000 things of lip balm. I don't need another one. So I did not buy that to show you, but they are available in even smaller sizes than that. Okay, so that is our little personal care kit. Next up, I am going to show you the next thick, or the really big one. So this is the health and wellness kit. And in here, I have like the things to take care of, you know, those things that might happen to you that would, like diarrhea or an allergy attack or nausea from motion sickness. That's kind of what this bag, or if you feel a cold coming on. So the first thing I have is my little pill container in here. And sometimes I won't have that in this little baggie. I'll actually carry this separately in my purse so it's easier to get a hold of. But inside here, I just have like some ibuprofen, some Aleve, some anti-diarrhea Imodium stuff. I have some Dramamine. So all those like things that are the most likely to happen to you when you are traveling, I have that readily available in my little pill kit here. Then I have some cough drops. So just a little baggie. I love these little silicone baggies to put, you know, just a few things in if you don't want to carry the whole box. You know, this makes things more slimline, so you don't have to end up with a whole lot of bulk in here. In this little baggie, I have a thing of Wonder Belly tablets. So this is an antacid alternative to like Tums. I like the Wonder Belly products a lot better. They feel a little more they taste better to me. They don't have as much chemicals. They're more natural products. So just have a few of those in there for antacid issues. These are some Zicam gummies. So if you feel a cold coming on, you can immediately start taking your Zicam. I have some Benadryl tablets in here because if you have been around for a long time, you have heard this story, but I haven't told it for a while. When I was in Japan, we went to a fish market and something made me have an allergy attack, and it took us quite a while to hunt down a pharmacy that actually had some medicine that I could take to stop that allergy attack. I mean, eyes watering, pouring, couldn't stop sneezing, was having a hard time breathing. Have no idea what I got into. But if I had some Benadryl with me, I could have immediately taken care of it. So I do carry Benadryl with me everywhere I go. Even though it knocks me out, it's still good to have. I have some ginger chews in here, ginger candy, so in case I start getting nauseous, I can start chewing on one of those. I have a couple of vitamin C packets, so again, if I start feeling like I'm getting sick, I can drink one of those and hopefully ward off whatever's happening. I have some Band-Aids. With the Band-Aids, I also have an alcohol prep pad. Oh my gosh, that's hard to say. Alcohol prep pads to clean off anything if I like skin a knee or get a cut. I have some blister pads. And finally, I have my little wristbands that I use for motion sickness, especially when I'm on a bus. Those buses will get me almost every single time. So we'll put everything back in here. Let's see if I can get this closed again. So that is the bulkiest one. All that healthcare, all that health prevention stuff takes up a lot of space. So stomach, allergies, nausea, and cold prevention is basically what is in here. So this next one is for skincare. And this one might be one that you may decide that you don't really need, but it is kind of nice to have these things along just in case you do end up needing them. So the first thing is a solid stick of sunscreen. I love the Beach Bum, and this is their Baby's Mineral 50, and it's such a nice tiny little size. It's perfect. I have a couple of deodorant wipes in here in case you get a little stinky and you want to like do a wipe down. I have a little sample thing of tinted facial sunscreen from Elta MD that I have just stuck in there too. I have some Q-tips, little Q-tips, just like 10 of those in there. And then lastly, I have these cute little lotion stars from Genx. It's something new. I just saw these the other day, so I thought, oh, that's kind of handy. So they're like a little solid star, and then you take it out and you mush it in your hands and it turns into lotion. And these happen to smell like lavender. They do have a little bit of a strong smell, and it is lavender, so it's not usually very offensive to people, but people who have a scent issue, it's on the verge for me of like being a little too strong. So I don't know that I would recommend pulling these out in the middle of a flight and putting them on your hands, but they are kind of cute. I'm gonna see if I can find some of these that don't have as strong a scent, and I'll put those in my kit. But for now, like when you're touring around and you're out all day, these would be fine. But with the lavender too, they're kind of nice to have to put on at night, you know, give you that nice little nighttime lavender smell that's supposed to help you sleep. Okay, whoops, I'm throwing things on the floor. Oh my gosh. So we're gonna put this stuff back in here. And next up is our repair kit. And this has kind of a variety of different things in here too, as they all seem to do. I do have a little emery board. I have multiple little hair ties. I have a little sewing kit that's in here. I have some super glue. Put the stuff in my lap so I don't drop it. Safety pins, just a variety of sizes of safety pins. I have some little Shout wipes, so if you get something on your clothes, you can use those to wipe it off. And lastly, in here, I have this cute little pair of tiny little tweezers. And this came in like a set of 4. Again, I bought these at Walgreens. I'm hoping that I'll be able to find a link for them because they are adorable. I love these little things. And that is it for the repair kit. I mean, pretty much you got everything you need to break a nail. You've got some super glue to glue it back together, or an emery board if you need to like file down your nails, and multiple other uses for that. And then just this cute little sewing kit in case you need to make a repair on the run. The safety pins and the Shout are probably the things I've used the most. The safety pins I've used when I've had like straps come apart on a bag and I've needed to use the safety pin to hook it back together to get me back somewhere where I can get another bag and not have to use that bag that's broken. The last bag is a comfort bag, and I've just added things that I got from my little comfort kits from the airplanes. So I've got a pair of earplugs from Delta, and then I've got an eye mask that I think is also from Delta. So it's not one of my nice eye masks. I've just got like one of these disposable ones, just in case I end up somewhere where I really need to have some quiet and darkness. And then the last thing I have in here is an extra pair of underwear because, you know, when you're eating all that strange food and you haven't had a chance to take that Imodium yet, if it upsets your stomach, you might need these. So definitely something these days that goes with me pretty much everywhere is an extra set of underwear. So the last thing that I have in here is something that probably would have gone in the repair baggie if I had had room for in the repair baggie. And that is a pin that has a bunch of duct tape wrapped around it, so you can peel the duct tape off and use it if you need to use the duct tape to repair something. And then a pin if you need to fill out any paperwork or maybe give somebody your phone number. You never know. So we're gonna put everything back in here, and then I'm gonna show you how this does fit in the travel purse that I've been using lately. You know, so that you can see that it is something that you can carry around with you, easily fit in a backpack for sure, that you can carry this around with you daily for, again, those little emergencies that might happen when you are out and about. Here is the pouch all done. Here is one of my new favorite purses that I've been using. This is the Low & Sons Aomi. I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce the name of the bag, but it is one of my favorite bags. And this just fits right in here. And there's still a ton of space in there to fit other things. My wallet and my glasses are already in there. There's room for a water bottle, and really you wouldn't need a whole lot else. Maybe another extra little expandable bag if you were thinking about buying some souvenirs. And there you go. Although this is by no means a complete list of everything that you could pack to be prepared for any emergency, it does cover most of the common, or at least for me, common situations that might happen on any given trip, especially stomach issues, motion sickness, and pretty much anything to ward off a cold or virus. But let me know what you would eliminate or add to your kit in the comments. And if you are looking for more information on this cool purse and a few of my other current favorite travel purses, check out this video next. Thank you so much for choosing to watch this video today. I hope that you have safe and wonderful travels.